Hey y'all, so our 10-day winners, our 10-day challenge winners, what a fun little thing that was. I'm super excited. We are going to take just a few minutes and announce the winner chicken dinners. I'm very excited. They don't know yet. So in the chat, if you think you won the 10-day challenge, put it down below. The foundation of what you did around the challenge. And some of you might want to know what the challenge even is. You're like, what is the challenge? So basically we did a 10-day challenge. It's about challenging yourself to do more, be more, have more, get more. We had people drink ketones. We had people move their body in different ways. We had people work on maybe some mindset and gratitude. We had individuals do walks. We had people turn off their phone. So it was ways to do the challenge to get people to basically become better. Hi, Peg. So it was ways for people to do better. It was ways for people to get better. And that's what the whole challenge is all about. And I'm very, very, very excited because we do have another challenge coming up. And I'm going to invite everybody to participate. But there were some really cool winners. There were some really amazing winners. Actually, I want to be honest, everybody that did it's a winner. I hope that makes sense. What's up, Osa? It's funny. Osa spends her name's Osa, and she spends it ASA, which is to me sounds like I have a hard time pronouncing that. So anyway, but we're gonna take a minute and we're gonna just kind of announce to everybody who these winners are and how I looked at the winners. How did I decide on who the winner was? But I always want to be clear that everybody's a winner in my book because you did it. And so once you finish the challenge, hopefully you all are continuously moving forward, continuously taking two things away and getting better, right? Because we have another challenge around the corner. We are going to do a special challenge for a team out in Iowa, but hold tight for them. But for everybody else out there, and I mean everybody else, I see Lola, I see Osa, I see Peg, I see Shauna, I see Tammy, I see Mindset with Tammy. That's two different Tammys. I see Jennifer, which we're going to do some fun things out there in Iowa. If you're in Northern Iowa, be ready for us. We're coming to town. But let's get to it. Okay, drum roll, please. Now, what's really hard is picking first, second, third. So in the future, when I do champs, when I do challenges, I think I'm going to do it differently. I don't think I'm going to give a first, second, third. I think what I'm going to do, maybe I will. Maybe I'll make it more competitive. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 3 and do prizes for them. So the reason why is that how do you decide who's first, right? It's hard because just to give everybody an example, if you're on the challenge right now, I want you to put down what's one thing that you were proud of. We had Peg do burpees. We had people in their 50s doing burpees. We had people in their 50s doing push-ups. We had people in their 30s walking a mile the first time in a long, long time. We had people doing planks. How do you decide which one's better? How do you decide that? So I had a lot of parameters that I chose. That kind of, it was an indicator of who won the challenge. And it had to do with a few things. It had to do with their participation. It had to do with their commitment to getting on the lives and the Zooms. That was the biggest factor. It wasn't about their transformation because everybody's transforming in some way. Some people could have lost more body fat than other people, but that's not necessarily their fault. Maybe they didn't have as much to lose. So why should we use that as the only benchmark? So let's get to it. All right, y'all. So give me a shout out. What is one thing you took away? Tammy took away burpees and planks. Tammy took away burpees and planks. You know what I just realized? I do have their last names. I do have their last names. All right, I got everybody's last names. And Luis, if you're on, you put one name in wrong, so I'll correct that for you all. So here we go. Drum roll. The three winners, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the first, second, third yet, because it's like, as I look at all 3 of them, I'm like, how do you decide which one's better than the other? Like, who should be first, who should be second, who should be third? And I got to come up with a better solution. So for me, Luis says, for me, I didn't want you to say something and have the wrong person. That's why. But for me, I'm going to come up with a solution to make all of them the winners. Now, we have young kids and we're kind of like, everybody gets a trophy. Well, no, not quite. But to say that Peg should be first over Sarah is hard for me to say that, because I think that what they both did was terrific. And what Tammy did, why was that, not any better than what Sarah did? I hope that all makes sense. So y'all ready for this? I'm delaying on purpose, y'all. So I'm pushing this. Can push myself. Yes, you can, Billy Joe. Yes, you can. Y'all ready for the 3 winners? and the three winners. Y'all ready for them? Y'all ready for me to announce the three winners? And so, but here's the cool thing is we're gonna do this again. And so if you didn't win this time, my little 4-year-old does this thing called Tiger Kick, and she always wants to be the Tiger Kick of the day, and she's never gotten it. She's been doing this for a year. She's never gotten it. My son gets it. He gets it like every other week. And for the longest time, she wouldn't go to Tiger Kick because she never gets Tiger Kick today. Just today, for the first time ever, she's like, you know what? I didn't win today, but I'm going to go back on Wednesday and I'm going to do better. And I was like, I'm proud of you. Because guess what? She'll probably win on Wednesday, or she'll win next week, or whatever it is. I thought it was really, really cool. So you all ready for the big winners? And I'm going to tell you why I chose them in a second. But I always want to be clear, it doesn't mean that any of you else didn't win. And I have some consolation prizes for some of you that you're going to all get a little something, something. But here's the three big winners. Here are the three big winners. Okay, first one is Tammy Chafee. You know what, Tammy? Do you know Jeff Chafee by chance? I went to school with Jeff Chafee in East Chain, Grenada East Chain. That's kind of weird. But Tammy Chafee is one of the winners. And I want to give you an example here. I want to just take a second and tell you kind of Tammy's 10-day story. Just a second. So Tammy's 51 years old, 51. And Tammy, if you're on here, I thought I saw you earlier. I want you to put in the chat some takeaways you got. I learned how to do more than I ever imagined. She goes, I love the challenge, love the motivation. I never thought I could do a burpee. I never thought I could do one burpee. There's Tammy there. You don't know Jeff? Okay, just making sure. It's kind of weird. I just saw your name and I was like, oh my God. I did 51 of them since I was 51. Wow. And hadn't done a plank in 10 years. I did 2 minutes straight plank and beat my 28-year-old son. I love kicking his butt. I'm going to be honest with you. It's somewhat depressing to me that a 50-year-old woman beats her 28-year-old son in anything physically, because statistically that should never happen. He's metabolically, hormonally set up to be stronger. Men or women, doesn't matter. Like, that's his prime. And that's a big shout out to Tammy. And she goes, most of all, I showed my kids, my grandkids, and my customers that anything is possible. And thank you for helping me be a better me. So I thought that was really amazing. But here's the cool thing is why else I chose Tammy is that I saw her on here continuously. I kept seeing her chime in and posting and commenting. That was the other reason I chose Tammy, is that she was constantly part of this whole process. So Tammy, big shout out. I'm going to be sending you a little surprise. Like I said, it's going to be what I'm going to send you. There's going to be a little bit of a bigger surprise. I'm not going to talk about it on the live, but beware. There's going to be a little bit bigger surprise coming too. But I'm going to be sending you this little notebook, which is really, really cool. And the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. This is a product that it's probably worth like a lot, 50, 60 bucks if you sold it. It's pretty amazing. Very few people even this ever existed, let alone have it. So you're going to have that to you. Plus, I have a little surprise to you. I'll hit personally. The second person I'm going to announce here is Sarah Hilton. All right, Sarah. So Sarah, I've gotten to know Sarah now over a little bit of time. And if you don't know Sarah, Sarah's got life in front of her. She has things happening. She's not necessarily a roadmap of perfect health. But what was really cool about Sarah, knowing what she had going on in her life, you know, she has challenges with headaches, and so she can get literally knocked down and like going through some challenges. She kept coming and she kept showing up. And more importantly, Sarah, if you're listening, Sarah, what I saw different, and Jennifer, you can see this in you too. Sarah had times when she first started this journey, even before the challenge, where her mindset wanted to go to the negative side of things. Look at the glass half empty. And what I saw through the challenge that inspired me, and why you were one of the first I chose, you were in my mind, because when I saw you post, I saw your posting shift, your energy shift to a positive, to a glass half full. Even though you were going through challenges, you kept coming and showing up and started looking at the bright side of things. Y'all, we need more of that. There's people going through life right now constantly, and they want to pull you into the crap with them. Right? Y'all, I lost the use of my arm for a little bit. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, like it sucked. I couldn't lift my arm. I couldn't wipe my own butt. Like, that sucked. Fortunately, I'd been through the ringer when I was younger, and I realized, listen, there's my other two legs work, my other arm works. I had to be good about that. Now, Sarah's got headaches, which I don't deal with headaches, and I can't imagine what that's like, and it can knock her out, like, and really hold her down. So, Sarah, I want to give you a big shout out, number one, for committing, because I believe your commitment to this started changing your attitude towards the glass half full. And you stay on that path, you're going to see that head start to change too with you. I promise you. It's called epigenetics. It's amazing. So what you get to win is, of course, a pack of this amazing stuff. I have another surprise for you. I'm not going to say it on the actual live because I want to be, yes. Anyway, and a cool shaker bottle. I don't know if you have a shaker bottle, but you're going to get this cool, amazing shaker bottle. Drink versus diet, this awesome shaker bottle. So that's coming your way. And then the last one, drum roll. The last winner is another person that inspired me. And y'all inspired me. I could literally pick a million winners, but y'all inspired me. The last winner is Peg. Now, Peg, where you at, Peg? I just saw you. Peg Broker. Now, the other Peggy, you're amazing too. I'm telling you, don't hold yourself down. The Peg, honestly, I'm going to give you a big shout out. 71 years old, did 71 burpees. Mic drop. Ray, I believe your husband's name is Ray, is 83 years old. They literally lost a Backstreet Boy between the two of them. They started this conversation. They started this journey back in November and December. Y'all, I am going to flat out tell you. So there is an Aunt Peg. This is actually not, I'm sure she's an aunt. This is actually not Aunt Peg. This is Peg Broker. So it's a different Peg. Aunt Peg has dropped 120 pounds plus out of Ohio. We love Aunt Peg. She actually she did a different challenge with a different team, but she was on our lives quite often. But Peg, you showed up. You showed up on the Zooms. You showed up in the lives. I want to give a shout out to Caitlin. I want to give a shout out to Curtis. I want to give a shout out to Donna. I want to give a shout out to Billy Joel. I mean, there's so many people. I hate to miss people. I apologize. All the cousins. And cousins, we have something special coming for you too. So hold tight, all you cousins. I want you to hold tight, because you all are leading away in a whole different gamut. You all are doing something at a whole nother level, and it's really important. You guys are part of a really cool community, and I appreciate that. But Peg, I hit Scott, I hit Chris, and I'm like, this woman is inspiring me, because I want my mom to be like you. I want to be like you when I'm 71 years old. I want to do what you're doing, because you legitimately inspire me. 71 burpees at 71 years old. I gave that challenge, and you said, yes, I'm going to go for it. And watching your expressions load, watching you work through the Zoom and can't figure out the volume and go, I'm going to still do it. I'm going to figure this out and not give up. That's what the challenge is about. The challenge is saying, I'm going to go for it, even though I don't know exactly what I'm all doing. Does that make sense? Truly, truly, truly inspire me. But I put this all together, and when I chose these individuals, I had to not only choose it based off of that they did it, because a lot of people did all the stuff. Most people did. I'm not sure everybody did, but most people did all the stuff. But then I start looking at who contributed to the form that we did. Now, I know some of you didn't have the form access and all that good stuff, so I still put that as credit. Where were the posting? What was the energy towards it? What was the attitude towards the goal and towards the change and towards the challenge? So that's how I picked these names. And these three individuals just kept popping their heads out for me. They kept going, hear that, I'm here. But in each one of their situations, there was something they said to me specifically. There's something they said directly that hit me here. And so my winners, basically it made, Peg, you haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet, Peg. You haven't figured out what I'm gonna give you yet. I got something. Not only are you getting the Holy Grail, y'all, I don't have many of these left, so I'm trying to protect my Holy Grail. But you're not only getting a Holy Grail, Peg. When I saw this, I thought of you. So it's one of our, we do a lot of notebooks, y'all. So we write a lot of notes. I have literally like 9 notebooks on my desk. I write notes all the time. I don't write very clearly. I like to write because it helps me like program. So this is a really cool notebook that's leather bound. So it kind of has a little classy style to it. I just thought it'd fit you. So I'm going to send you this notebook. So you're going to get this and a Holy Grail. And if you guys want to swap it out, we can. I mean, I have like literally shaker. I have a lot of stuff. I have shirts and other things too. So if you want to swap it out, let me know. We can swap things out. Just hit me a private message. So y'all, the winners basically, they said or did something that hit me here. And that's why I had chose these three individuals. And I realized by that, I got to create parameters because people are very competitive. People are like, well, I didn't win. I did all the same things she did. So if you feel like you kicked butt and you deserve something, you hit me privately, you hit me between the eyes and you say, listen, Dustin, I did this, I deserve it too. Let's have a talk. I respect that. I respect that 100% because the challenge is about people growing. It's about people shifting. It's about people changing. It's about people holding themselves to a higher standard. Now, if you do hit me and I say, no, you better respect that. So everybody, if you don't mind, give a big shout out. Please give a big shout out. Hey, Jessica, give a big shout out to Tammy, to Sarah, and to Peg. All the Pegs out there. All the Pegs out there. I mean, honestly, Peg, 71 years old. My mom is 71 in a few weeks, and she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't. She would find a reason not to. And I love my mom because this has changed her life forever. But I'm so more impressed. I give her a big shout out. Christy, I think she did. I got a video of her doing burpees and planks and wall sits, literally in the office. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? Like, go for it, you all. And if you take two things that you learned and you keep moving forward to the next challenge, I promise you, in 1 year, your life changes forever. I promise you, in 1 year, your life changes forever. And you can't take that away. Become the best version of yourself. Inspire other people to do the same thing. And most of the people you're going to inspire are the people you care about the most. So I am so proud of everybody in such a big way. And a big shout out to everyone else who showed up and tried. Yes, you didn't just try, you did. You did. But I'm willing to bet out of the 60, I think we had 60 people sign up for the challenge. I'm willing to bet that only probably half actually did it. The rest had a reason not to. Now, I'm not here to judge that. What I am here to say is that it's easy to quit and it's easy to say no, and it's an easy way to stop. It is easier to quit than keep going. But when you keep going, when you fall forward, your life forever changes. And that's respectable to me, and that's how you become the best version of yourself. So, y'all, big shout out to everybody out there. We're going to wrap this up in just a second. I'm going to wrap it up. Anybody have any questions for me? Hit me a question. I'll answer them right now. But what we're going to do now is we have a challenge coming up. We're going to do a team-wide, holy cow, bring the horses. Bring everybody. Come one, come all. Now, there's a couple little groups that we're doing some private things. Iowa, we're going to be doing a private challenge for you. But if you want to get started right away, start with the challenge. Right now, start. So July 8th, mark it in your calendar, right? July 8th, do the challenge with us. On July 8th, I want you to do the challenge with us. I'm going to say it again. On July 8th, I want you to do the challenge with us. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to get a challenge kit and a reboot kit. A challenge kit and a reboot kit. That's it. Go to challenge.com. If you're brand new and you've never done this before, you need a challenge kit and a reboot kit. Now, you have time to order your kits. The reboot kit will become available on the 1st. If you're brand new, you can order it all at once. But get a challenge kit and a reboot kit. And on July 8th, we are going to start the challenge. We're going to do a team-wide, company-wide, all hands deck challenge. It's going to be 10 days right into the reboot. No, July 8th, we're going to start a 10-day challenge. 10-day challenge right into the reboot. So on the July 8th, you'll start 10 days, and then we'll go to the reboot. July 8th, we'll go 10 days into the reboot. So you need a 10-day challenge, and you need a reboot kit. Now, if you have other product, if you're a current customer, you have other product, fine. Just make sure you get your reboot kit. Got it? Just make sure. We're going to do a company-wide 10-day challenge plus the reboot. So it's actually it's actually 12 days or almost 13 days. Don't tell anybody. But we're going to do high-level coaching from coaches all over the world. The top coaches in the world are going to be there to coach you. They're going to challenge you. They're going to push you. We're always going to have the good, better, best. We're going to give people at all different phases of their life to challenge themselves in different ways. So if you don't like to run, you don't have to. If you don't like to do push-ups, you don't have to. We're going to give you an alternative to it. We're going to give you a plan to follow. And I promise you, like Peg, like Sarah, like Tammy, you're going to see your life change. Like Billy Joe, you're going to see your life change. Like Chrissy, you're going to see your life change. Like Donna, you're going to see your life change. Like Jennifer, you're going to see, like Margaret, you're going to see your life constantly change, constantly grow, constantly go. So if you're into this and you want to do the challenge, you can hit me and just say, dude, I'm in the challenge. I want to go. Or get back to whoever has had you follow me. Anybody that's had you follow me, I want you to get back to them and say, I want to do the challenge. I need to get the challenge kit and I need to grab a reboot kit. Cool thing is you can go to their referral code, challenge.com. Their referral code.challenge.com. And then you can add the challenge kit. I recommend adding 2 challenge kits because you're going to want extra ketones after it's over. I'm just telling you. And I recommend then you have the option to add the reboot. Add that reboot and let's go. Add that reboot and let's go. Add that reboot and let's go. And it's going to be absolutely epic. This is a beta test that we're going to be doing as we're moving forward in the next 2 to 3 months. So come one, come all. It's time for the challenge. And I promise you, you're going to have some fun. So hit me that message, y'all. I didn't see any questions. I'm just looking. For all of you right now in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, be tuned. We're coming to town. So I'm landing. I land on the 4th. We're going to Great Wolf Lodge on the 4th. I land on the 3rd, going to Great Wolf Lodge on the 4th. On the 5th, we're heading down to Fairmont, Minnesota, Welcome, Minnesota. And then on the 8th, on the kickoff of the challenge, hint, 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 on the kickoff of the challenge, we're going to do a complete blowout in a small town in northern Ireland, in northern Iowa. We can go to Ireland too. And we're starting on the challenge on that date. So Jennifer, it's a cool little sync that's happening. And so we're going to have literally 150 people in Iowa getting together, eating some food, talking some keto, talking about changing people's lives moving forward, y'all. So it's on like Donkey Kong. So I'll see you guys in Iowa. I'll see you all tomorrow night, because tomorrow night at 9:15, same time, we are going to be doing a guest. So if you know anybody that's interested in this challenge, you know anybody that you think that wants to change their life, I want you to invite them to our lives right now. It'll be a live on the Keto Pro on Facebook, on the Keto Pro on TikTok. You invite them tomorrow night, and I'm going to be helping them, educating them on what the challenge is, how they can start, and how they can change their life. So invite them tomorrow night to the guest live. And remember, when you do that, you can get your product for free. If you can join and become a promoter and get paid to share this conversation. And all you have to do is invite them to the live, and I'm going to go. You got it? I'm going to go. I'm going to get fired up. I'm going to get my hair slicked back. I haven't showered since I've been back from Vegas yet, so I need to get in the shower. It's been a crazy few days, y'all. Give me a break. And it's time to go. So if you know anybody that wants to change their lives, all you do is say, hey, listen, get on the Zoom tonight, or the live tomorrow night. And just, if you want to see what I did to start changing my life, get on here and learn from this guy. He's going to tell you what to do. And guess what? You're going to get credit. You're going to get the free product. You're going to get the commissions. That's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to work. So if you're into that and you want to keep this thing really simple, invite you tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, we'll have a flyer go out. I'm going to be posting on my social media. Grab that flyer, start sharing it out to your teams, share it out to your friends, and get people on tomorrow night. Luis, if you're still on, I need to get that flyer. I think you sent it to me. I just have to repost it. I'll be posted on my stories here shortly, and then we're going to send it out to everybody via our text message to y'all. So I am out. Bye, you all. And I will be asking Peg, and I'll be asking Sarah. We'll get your addresses, make sure you get right information, and we'll be getting your prizes to you as soon as possible. Bye, y'all. Cheers. Have a good night. Woo-hoo!